So one thing that I did kind of take out, or I didn't show you, was this idea of area. If you look at previous tests or the formula sheet for geometry, we do give you the formula, which is area equals 1/2 base times height. And I'll put it over here. Maybe we could highlight it a little bit. That does not like me. I'll circle it at least. Okay. So the idea would be, if you're trying to find the area of this triangle in here, and it's slanted and it's awkward, okay? What you can do is we can try to figure out what the area is inside this whole rectangle. How many boxes are inside that whole rectangle? So again, for a rectangle would be base times height. But I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 boxes total in there. And I'm going to take those guys out because it's going to kind of clog up my document. But I know I'm starting with 15 boxes. So what if I took away this many boxes? Okay, I've got a right triangle there with sides 2 and 3. If I was trying to find the area, and I'm going to clear some space over here, you probably have the back or another sheet of paper you can use. But to find this area, it would be 1/2 base times height. And the base and the height, they have to meet at a right angle. So we would have to meet at that 90-degree angle. It doesn't matter which one you want to call the base and which one you want to call the height. But it basically should be 1/2 of 6 or 1/2 of 2 times 3. So this right here, I'm getting an area of 3 boxes over here, total area of 3. So if I take those 15 boxes that I started with, and 3 of them are in that spot, and I'm taking them away, I'm left with 12 boxes for the rest of it. Now I remember when we did our math before, we said this triangle is the same size. It's like that same length over there. And it's also 2 and 3. So its area is also going to be 3 in the end. So I'm taking away another 3 and I'm left with 9. The goal is I'm taking away all these triangles here. And what I'm going to be left with is the triangle in the middle. So I got to find the area of this triangle. Area equals 1/2 base times height. 1/5, I think we said. 1 times 5. So that would be 2.5. So this part is 2.5. So 9 minus 2.5, that means this area of this triangle in the very center is 7.5. We had 15 boxes all the way around. We took away this 3, and that 2.5, and we were left with 7.5 in the middle. Let's try it down here as well. So how many boxes total in this, right? We've got 6 across here and 4 across here. If you add them up, we should have a total area of 24. And then we try to figure out, I know we've got 2 matching ones. This guy right here. And this guy right here. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. 2 and 4 are base and heights. 1/2, 2 times 4, I believe, is 4. So that means this section is 4, and that section is 4. So we're taking away 4 from the 24, And we're taking away another 4 from that. We're left with 16. And then we've got one more triangle left right here. And if we take away that triangle, one half, 2 and 6 should be 6. We should be left with 10 squares inside there. 10 whole squares. If you took these little halves and these quarters and made them all up together, they would make 10 whole squares. Let's look at the page before. So let's take a peek at this one over here. Again, total number of squares in this rectangle all the way around. I think it's 4 by 4. So that should be 16 total. Then we take away all the triangles here. We've got 2 matchings. This is a 1 by 4. And this is a 1 by 4. That area should be 2 for each one of those. So we take away 2 from this guy and another 2. We're down to about 12. And then we've got a 3 by 3. I like to show this method because it doesn't matter what type of triangle it is. It doesn't matter. There's nothing has to be special about it at all. You're just figuring out what these rectangles, what the rectangle is total or square, and then taking away all the little triangles inside that are right. 3 by 3 will be half a 9. So this guy is 4.5. So 12 minus 4.5 should lead us with 7.5 total for the inside of that one. Let's try this one too. I'm going to erase some of the stuff in here. But some of the key things, oh, I erased too much. Yeah, might as well just leave it. Okay. So the key is we want to make sure that we have something that boxes the whole thing in. And again, I think it's 4 by 4. So 16 boxes total in there if you were to count them all up. And really, we only have 2 triangles and they are matching. This triangle over here that we could take away, and this right triangle over here that we could take away. Half base times height for all triangles. Half 2 times 4, which gives me 4. So that means this guy is 4, that guy is 4. And if we take both of those 4s away from 16, we get 8 boxes total for the area of that triangle on the inside.